Blazing Tycoon, who is the late money mover here and is actually now vying for favouritism. 550 into 380 in the last 90 seconds of betting. Here's Royce for the call of race 7, Goldfields Variety Handicap.
Yeah, thanks, Scott. So runners are coming forward quickly here. Blazing Tycoon to come forward from the Luthwaite stable. Here's Jake Star, who's racing well on the Goldfields as well. So field of 12 here. Del Swinton still out of line in those pelican pink colours. And he looks to be the last one over at the 1400 metre start. So Del Swinton comes forward, stand by, we're set, gates fly back, racing now. A little bit slow, Boomer Lacquer likewise with Del Swinton, who goes back early on. Pushing forward early was Bell of Liberty, together with on the outside Gluten Free. Neat Action gets into a nice position third, being followed by Blazing Tycoon fourth. And then came Malden's Mill, just struggling to cross for the time being. Then came next of all Boomer Lacquer with Bentley's Brother, a further length to Dalgaranga midfield. Del Swinton was next with Costa Lante, Ginger Max second last, and last of all Jake Star. Well, he's tailed off and it's a bit uncharacteristic for him as well in the market. So with 800 metres to run, it's Bell of Liberty who shows the way by a length and a half on Gluten Free. Neat Action getting all the favours third. Then came Blazing Tycoon in company with Malden's Mill. Now out wide on the track, Dalgaranga takes off nice and early. Down on the inside, Bentley's Brother, and then came Ginger Mac with Boomalaka next of all, Costa Lante, Del Swinton and Jake Star tacking on. 500 metres to run. It's Bell of Liberty trying to lead throughout, but the challengers start now. Here's Gluten Free, the outside extending. Neat Action gets off heels now, and then came Blazing Tycoon, who starts to extend. Further out, Malden's Mill, closer to the fence, Boomalaka. Bentley's Brother starts to run on. Jake Star late. Inside the final 200, it's Gluten Free who took over. Blazing Tycoon, every chance there. Neat Action switches back to the fence. It's Gluten Free in front. Bentley's Brother late down the outside with Dalgaranga. Gluten Free just in front. Bentley's Brother gets up in the final stride. Defeats Gluten Free. Photo third, maybe Costa Lante to add some spice to the novelties, who's in the photo there with also Dalgaranga and Ginger Mac. They were followed in by Neat Action, and then came Del Swinton. Knocking up then was Blazing Tycoon, who had every chance. Boomalaka, Jake Star, and then Bell of Liberty, who didn't give a yelp, and Malden's Mill was one of the last across the line. Well, number 3, Bentley's Brother for Helen Harding. Gives Helen a double today with a nice turn of foot, sprouted wings at the furlong, and has reeled in Gluten Free on the line. Number 3 goes into the frame ahead of the 8. Gluten Free, the 11. Costa Lante at any old odds. What price? Costa Lante. And getting fourth. We still wait for the number, but the winners return $58.60 as well. So this is going to be some trifecta. 3, 8 and 11, the interim numbers after the running of the Goldfields Variety Handicap. Close finish, but Bentley's Brother, Kishore Duran, doing a great job letting this horse do its best work late and getting the better of number 8, Gluten Free, who was a good run as well. Just a bit unlucky, Gluten Free, and always finds one better on the day. 11, Costa Lante third, and we just wait for this fourth number to come into frame, but we'll pass you down to the yard to Scotty to catch up with Helen Harding. Perhaps a unexpected win there, Scott.
Yes, I will grab Helen Harding for a word, and I dare say that she wasn't expecting to talk to me after this race. Helen, Bentley's Brother, did you think he was forward enough to run a race today?
Absolutely not. I was actually going to put him in the paddock after today because we haven't got a racetrack, and Esther was, I just can't get this horse fit enough to race up here. So I'm shocked.
And what about, we might as well just move past Bentley's Brother because we weren't expecting that. What about the last? You've got 4 different horses. Can you push us one way or the other?
Don't really know. It's a hard choice for Kira to put on Coquillette or Art Admirer. No, they'll all be each way chances.
Obviously, Kira went with Art Admirer. Mitch gets on Coquillette. Am I correct there?
Yes.
So if I had to give you, if I made you go one way or the other, I gave you $50 and you had no choice but to spend it on one of the 2, which way would you go for us?
I'd probably go Blue Turns to Grey because I bred him as my favourite.
All right, well, we've got a 60-1 winner here, and we've given you a choice of 2 horses, and you've picked another. So there's Helen Harding after the victory here of number 3, and Bentley's Brother surprised us all. Costa Lante runs in third. Can't wait to see that trifecta dividend. As Royce mentioned there, it's going to be huge because number 3, Bentley's Brother, defeats number 8 in Gluten Free, who himself was an each-way quote. Costa Lante went around at any old odds, and number 12, Ginger Mac, weighs in 4th. So if you've got a bit of a share there in the first 4 and your percentage percentage is more than about 5, you're going to be very well rewarded here, because that could pay anything here. But it's 3, 8, 11 and 12. We'll let Keshore Durun come across, and we might even get him to have a word with Chris Shane Warren if we can. Keshore's just heading to a scale that I don't think's turned on, but he's getting excited to weigh in with a scale that doesn't work. So we'll send him the way of Chris Shane Warren. That'll all of a sudden take the smile off his face. He can have a chat to Chris Shane.
Thanks, Scott. Well done, Kishore, after Bentley's brother win. A surprise winner on the program. Had to weave through traffic down past the furlong there. What were you thinking at that stage of the race?
Yeah, it's jumping average, and then I try to follow Chris, and then I see brother will just make it cross, and then I'm just sit him and forward, and then let him follow, and then I'm just wait for the straight. It's pretty good.
More of a staying type, as Helen Harding, the trainer, touched upon, but there was a little bit of zest in the legs today to sprout wings late.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I must do thanks to Helen Hardley and all my friends, my family, and all the jockeys.
Okay, Kishore, we'll get you to weigh in and ahead of the all clear to come. Kishore Durun, everyone, the winning rider. He's just dropped part of his saddle there, maybe the top part, after race number 7 out of Kalgoorlie, the feature race, the Goldfields Variety Handicap. 3, 8, 11 and 12, the numbers, Scott.
Now, Scott, the residential audience head off to a break ahead of race number 10 at Singapore.